What feelings come up for me? Where am I pushing and white knuckling? Where can I understand that once I build a relationship, a spiritual relationship of my own understanding, I can actually know and trust that within me and around me, always guiding me and supporting me and opening invisible doors for me, there is this energy and this spirit of love that is there. And you can access it at any time. And worry and anxiety, that just wraps you up in yourself, in your overthinking thoughts, in your ego self, in your stories, in your conditioned self. And this is a way to get out of it.
Welcome to the Permission Slip podcast, where I, empowerment coach, mindset expert, and holistic nutritionist Carmen share with you the tools, conversations, and resources you need to write your own permission slip, take massive action, and become obsessed with your own life. Let's get started.
Hey there, and welcome back to the Permission Slip podcast. So if you are a longtime listener, you know that this podcast and the intention for this podcast is really to put you into action. So it's really for you to be able to listen to this podcast in a condensed amount of time. So usually not like an hour. It's going to be around 15 or 20 minutes. You're going to have something to consider in your life, to get curious about, to discern, to use contemplation. And then you're going to have an action that you can take to see how that works for you, see how that might up-level your skills, discover something new, have a transformation, have a breakthrough, change something in your life, business, health, or career. That's what this podcast is all about. And we're doing some new and fun, exciting things on the podcast this year. So 2 things that we're doing. One, you've already heard, is we're doing the couples podcast with my other half, Joel, who we've been together for 20 years. And there are many, many life lessons. And so that's super fun. That's going to be coming at you about every single month. And then something new that's coming is going to be these roundtable discussions with other impactful women that have impacted my life that I want to bring onto the podcast that you can really glean information from. These are going to be a little bit longer, just so you know. They will be about an hour, but they're going to be about once a quarter, and they're going to be super, super valuable. I'm going to curate the women that are coming based on a theme that's been impactful in my life, in my clients' life, something we talk about in Flow Academy. And they're going to be amazing. The other thing that I'm going to do that actually just came to me today is do this contemplation corner. They're going to be quick episodes, even quicker than normal episodes. So maybe like 5, 10, 12, 8 minutes, something like that. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So today during my morning rituals, which I've talked about a lot, I was doing some prayer and meditation and some journaling. And I realized lately I have not been sitting in contemplation over my own life, over my own calling, over how I've been showing up. I've been sitting a lot like in the Word. I've been doing meditation. I've been consuming, and it's been keeping me in a high vibrational state, which has been wonderful. But I haven't really been declaring my dreams over my life daily like I often do. I've still been taking inspired action, but I haven't been contemplating where I'm at. And what happens when we're not discerning or contemplating what's going on in our life is things can become routine. We can start doing things just because we've always done them. And then that can lead to a place of just going through the motions every day, getting on the treadmill of life, feeling unfulfilled, even though, quote unquote, you're doing all the things. There was a recent study that I read that said that 69% of people feel stuck in their lives. And only 3 out of 10 people actually feel happy with their current life. Wow, that's wild. And so I got into our community, our Permission Slip community, which if you're not a part of that, definitely join, because we do free things every single month. So whether it's recipes that you want, or you want to join our devotional, or get our journal prompts, or get the free challenges that we're doing and workshops and learn from some of the best, join the community. It's a Permission Slip community. It's in the show notes. You can grab it. So I surveyed our community, and guess what? 83% of the women in the community that answered the survey said that they felt stuck in one area of their life. 83%. So when I was sitting thinking about my own life this morning, I realized I had not been discerning and using contemplation. Now, what is contemplation? And this is just the contemplation corner that we are going to be working with in these really quick episodes. So what is contemplation? So 3 things I wrote down about contemplation I wanted to share with you. And then I just want to share with you like a tactical, like actually what I did in order to be more contemplative in my life. So contemplation, the act of looking thoughtfully at something for a long time. Number 2, a renewed way of seeing or inner vision. A renewed way of seeing or inner vision grounded in meditation, prayer, journaling, silence, and stillness. That's what it is for me. Again, like you take what you want from this episode and you can use. And the third one is practice of being fully present with one's higher self and our own self, and fully present with our mind, body, and spirit that allows you to practice deep divine listening and elicits creative inspiration. We are all meant to be creators. And now when you think of the word creators, you might think of art. You might think of film or video. You might think of photography. You might think of social media. But we are all meant to be creators of our own gifts that we're meant to bring to the world. And that could be a variety of different things. And I always like to think of myself as like, how much am I creating versus how much am I consuming? And so when I sat in contemplation this morning, I realized that I had been consuming a lot. Now, all the things that I'm consuming are wonderful things that are keeping me in that high vibrational state. However, I'm not contemplating where maybe I'm BSing myself. I'm not contemplating maybe where I have blinders on. I'm not contemplating where I need to answer the call even more that God keeps telling me to use your voice, be bold. And so what I did, let me just share with you what I did. So I sat in prayer and stillness, and I just said, please use me, show me, guide me, speak through me, crack me open, empty me out, fill me up, allow me to be a vessel of your love, your mercy, your grace, your glory. Today, show me, send me. And then I went on a God walk and I was just silent for the whole thing. And I did a few prayers and just really listened. And what came up was that I wasn't answering the call adequately. I was being disobedient to some of the things that I was being asked to do, like pitching TV or having more collaborations with other amazing women. Yes, I'm doing a lot of impactful things, but I'm being asked to do it on a bigger level. And so the work that I need to do on the back end and the creation that I need to do on the back end is more. It's different. I can't do the same things that I've always done. I'm also BSing myself a little bit. No, I am BSing myself as it comes to my health and my fitness and my mental capacity. And I need to make sure that I am doing the things that I need to do to be able to operate at that higher level that I am being called to. So step 1, that foundation needs to be rock solid and it needs to be up leveled. It can't be the thing that I've always done. Because your body, like you're only going to be able to get to the level that you can get to the level your body can take it. So if you're not doubling down on things that I know that like make me feel good, like extra meditation and breath work and doing things midday and speaking my truth out loud when fears come up and just sharing them out loud totally allows me to let it go. God, take it from me, release it, and then come back to what I know that is my truth within. So I did all of this and realized, okay, I see. So I'm doing good, right? But I want to be great. I want to be operating at a level of excellence that I have never experienced and seen before. And that is what I'm being called to do. So it takes more. More is required from me. So that's what I discovered through my stillness and my God walk. And so I went ahead and I worked out and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to record this podcast around contemplation. I don't have makeup on. My hair's not done. I'm like sweaty, still in my workout outfit, because that's when like Spirit is speaking through me to speak to you, because you could be in the same scenario. And so I came down into this office space that I use at our amazing condo building. And there's this big, huge bookshelf, and I always drop off books and pick up books. It's like a give or take thing. And I found an old devotional that Joel and I did together. I don't think we donated it. We didn't donate it. We still have it, but it's called Jesus Calling. And so I read the passage from today, and it offered us a word that I want you to sit in contemplation with in your life. In addition to that, the amazing text messages that I send every month, which if you're not on the text list, no, excuse me, I don't send them every month. I send them every day. It's a short word to get you inspired, to get you motivated, to know that you are always supported and guided. And I write them. I sit in prayer and meditation, and I write them once a month. So they come through me. But I don't exactly know what's going to be sent on what day, because they're all just so divinely guided. And if you want to sign up for that, you can sign up for it free. You can text the word INSPIRE to 503-386-2981. And that's in the show notes too. It's also linked on my Instagram bio. But let me start by sharing that divine word that came to us today. And it was this: journal. So I'm asking you to sit in contemplation and journal on this. Where do I need to go deeper and more specific versus wider and broad? And I was like, okay, Lord, like mic drop on that one, right? That's a question that I need to be sitting with. I need to be sitting with, how specific am I being about those things that God is asking me to do and I am dreaming for and declaring them done over my life and feeling that in my body, envisioning it? I am not doing that. That's how you get what you want, through aligned, inspired action. So sit with that question. Let me read it to you again. Where do I need to go deeper and more specific versus wider and broad? And then the second thing that I want you to sit with and contemplate, because these contemplation corners are going to be maybe monthly, but whenever I get that hit of inspiration, I'm just going to record them and record them and record them, because I think these are going to be the most impactful podcasts that you're going to listen to all year long. So let me read you from Jesus Calling is the devotional, and the author is Sarah Young, and it is March 16th passage. So that is the date today when I am recording this. It's good that you recognize your weakness. That keeps you looking to me, your strength. Abundant life is not necessarily health and wealth. It is living in continual dependence on me. Instead of trying to fit this day into a preconceived mold, relax and be on the lookout for what I am doing. This mindset will set you free to enjoy me and to find what I have planned for you to do. This is far better than trying to make things go according to your own plan. Don't take yourself so seriously. Lighten up and laugh with me. You have me on your side. So what are you worried about? I can equip you to do absolutely anything as long as it is my will. The more difficult your day, the more I yearn to help you. Anxiety wraps you up in yourself, trapping you in your own thoughts. When you look to me and whisper my name, you break free and receive help. Focus on me and you will find peace in my presence. And so as I read that, what an amazing, connected, supernatural, divine message. Coming down here to use this room, I had no idea this was going to be here. That was going to be what I was going to read to you. I just grabbed my podcast mic and I said, we are going to talk about contemplation. I'm going to do this new thing. I had this huge nudge. It was on my heart. I have full body chills right now. And then that text message comes through that was written before for all of us as a collective. This isn't just for me. This is for you too. And then this March 16th devotional. that was just 110% aligned. So I want you to sit with those things. And what does that mean? Like, just ask, like, what does that mean to me? What feelings come up for me? Where am I pushing and white knuckling? Where can I understand that once I build a relationship, a spiritual relationship of my own understanding, I can actually know and trust that within me and around me, always guiding me and supporting me and opening invisible doors for me, there is this energy and this spirit of love that is there. And you can access it at any time. And worry and anxiety, that just wraps you up in yourself, in your overthinking thoughts, in your ego self, in your stories, in your conditioned self. And this is a way to get out of it. So contemplate on those couple of things. And I want to invite you, if you are feeling stuck in your life, if you're like one of the 83% in the community that like, yes, I'm feeling stuck in my life, my business, my health, my relationships, I'm feeling stuck somewhere in my life, I have this huge call that I want to help you get unstuck. So I'm doing a free challenge that is at the end of the month, and it is the 21st through the 23rd, and it is the Get Coach Challenge. So what we're going to be doing each day is we're going to be talking about one topic. I'm going to be coaching you on it directly. And so you can get unstuck in your life. So what you're going to discover on day one is how to understand like what most people do wrong and why they never end up changing their circumstances, even though it's under their control. So you might be fitting into that. And I'm going to share with you exactly how to do that. Number 2 is really working with uncovering the power of the subconscious mind and tapping into this power so you can shift your state and open yourself up to creative possibilities and inspirations and opportunities that you never even dreamed of or never even knew was possible. And day 3 is like the ultimate. It's really what we teach in mastery in the level 3 Flow Academy, which Flow Academy is our holistic life coaching academy for leaders, entrepreneurs, and coaches. And that is day 3. We are going to be learning all about how to develop a strong sense of intuition and listening to your inner knowing so you can come back to this spirit, this power that is within you. Each time you start to tell yourself that you're feeling uncertain or stuck or fearful or doubt comes in, then you have these tools. So I want you to join me. The link will be in the show notes. You can also just go to carmenoling.com/get coached. Join for free. Even if you can't show up each and every day, I will record it. There's going to be a full workbook for it. I want you in this because as a collective, I can feel this energy. And I felt this even before I polled the community about feeling stuck. And so normally this type of coaching that I give, these are specific principles that we work with in Flow Academy, and I work one-on-one with my clients, is normally this costs like thousands of dollars, and this is going to be totally free, and I want you in this. So today, your work is to sit in contemplation around that journaling question that I shared with you, and then around the devotional. And again, the journaling question was, where do I need to go deeper and more specific versus wider and broad? Because it's no longer about how much more can I consume. It's about like, how can I get the tools that I need so I can discern them and use them in my life and get curious and no longer be in judgment and critique of my own self. So I can step back and be a witness for what's happening, and I can start enjoying my life and finding fulfillment and flow and clarity and confidence and freedom. So that is today's contemplation corner. And I definitely want to hear from you. If you think that this message will help someone, please text it to them. I know so many of us need it. DM me on Instagram, share it on your Instagram stories so I can reshare and we can take this message to so many people, because so many people are feeling stuck right now. And most of the people are doing all the things, feel like we're doing all the things, but we're just not getting there. We're not getting to that next level in our life, business, health, or relationships. Okay, I'm sending you so much love, energy, high vibrations, alignment, creative, like inspiration and flow. And I just want to be so aspirational for you that I want you to know that you can do it too. You can have all of this and more. Okay, love you all.